Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we are spreading slurry again. Pretty much always spreading slurry, but we are just laying a pipe under a back road here. Farmer's just backing in his sheep just to hook up to pull it back to the other end of pipe. Father Phil is in the yard getting up at the lagoon and Robert is there agitating the lagoon. So that is what we're doing today. So with that done, we're just laying off the piping now. So we have a nice block of ground here to do. One of the fields is very long and like really narrow. I'll show you that when we get that far. We're gonna lay off the pipe now, but one of the things you may have seen already, you may not, I don't know, but I give Father Phil a camera. He has the GoPro Hero 8 and I told him just do whatever, film whatever he thinks wants to be filmed. So it'll be interesting to see what he does film, how much does he get. Don't get your hopes up, he didn't do a whole lot. Also, one thing I want you to do, some of you may have heard I done a radio interview with Anna Truesdale on the Mark Patterson show on Radio Foil, and I did let slip on it that my mother reads Father Phil all the comments of the YouTube videos when he goes to bed. So I want you to leave a few bedtime stories for Father Phil in the comments down below. Whatever you want, just fill the comments, because my mother literally reads through them, all of them. Even if there's videos that have like 400 comments, she goes through them all. They stay up for like 2 hours reading comments. Fill the comment section for me. He's gonna watch this video and he's going to be a little bastard. But anyways, bit of crack. Give him a few bedtime stories for my mother to read them.
Said I wouldn't be back here again, but here I am again, wearing the same clothes tonight.
Yeah, ready to go. It's alright, it's alright, it's all travelable so far anyways. Okay. Okay, right, bye. So, as you've seen there, we're still on the phones. We never seem to bother with getting walkie-talkies. We have all down off the back where one short 50-meter pipe, most of the piping off the front. So I would say we are down 1400 meters at the minute. So it's going to take a few minutes for it to get out to us. So we're in this really narrow field. I'll show you at the other end. But the field is literally the width of the dribble bar at the very end. But yeah. And then we'll be dragging out into the middle one we'll laid through first. And we'll get that one done and we should be able to drag on to the next one and get it done, and the one after and get that done, all the way up to one length of piping. That's what I like to try and do, get all done without having to do too much rejigging and messing with piping. But we probably will have to blow out to get the piping moved, just so it's easier when the pipe is full of air than full of slurry. It's just causes less problems. But anyways, and there we have it. We now have slurry, and we have lots of slurry and there's good colour in it. So we bring Father Phil back so we have slurry. So when we do the literally 2 runs that's in this field, yeah, it's so we're coming in here. I might actually just drive in and then turn down here. There's enough space to turn, but we have to do with the lollipop closed because we are currently about 3-4 foot back from that side, and we are about 5 foot, maybe more from that side. So we'll be really and truly the full weight of this end of the paddock down here. Just once I get down here, close the lollipop, get turned and back up. And now close the lollipop and turn. On a 50 piece on a very narrow bit of ground. You can see, just lovely, lovely job. Look at, it's gonna be typical slurry video after this. Interspersed, hopefully Father Phil gets some fudge. I'm really hoping he pulls it out of the bag now. If he does a good job, I'll try and convince him to do a day in the life of Father Phil. I reckon you will like that quite a lot. Shut my lollipop, get across this gap. Which is a tad bit soft, but be alright, just get out, get through it. Once we get through it, boom, pressure back. So, just have this field spread and just getting ready now. I have to go out through here to do two more paddocks. I have that paddock there, I have that paddock there, which looks quite wet. There's a rushy paddock, and then there's a trail goes down into way down where you see the rushes further down below, and I have to figure out now whether I'll try and take that up, or will I just roll up piping and just relay it under that, because with the way the piping is, I never get around there to get in out there. So I just gotta see. That's nailed in, and that's a strainer or a heavy post. That's not going to move, so I think I will go with the rolling up option. I'll roll up the pipe and then I'll just relay it back underneath that. That's going to be my best option. And what I'll be doing is, which is my next best option then, probably roll it and lay it into down there to do that bit, and then drag it back up to do that, to drag it back down to do that, to drag it over there to go on down. I think it's the best plan. Yeah, get to it. So we've finished up all the other paddocks up the way. Also, yeah, that happened too. Make a bucket of water if we can and throw it down before it dries. But all the paddocks back that way are done. So we're going down into this one, which is as far as we have to go. And I'm just going to drive out here first before I lay off the pipe, just to kind of give the ground a bit of a test and see what it's like. The camera's outside now looking at the wheels. You'll see a fair old indent in the ground. Just by the way she's travelling, you kind of feel her going side to side there, just sinking in a bit. And then once we've this bit done, then it's a whole roll up. Could have to roll up 800 meters of piping back under the road, and then we're going to spread away two paddocks back, and then we're going for a new line to another bit of paddock and ground.
Think I'm
the knife to eat your dinner with. We're going back to dribbling. As Father Phil, as he said himself, done a bit of MacGyvering, and my master is working again. So all I did was just kind of take apart the connections in the solenoid and just crisscross them and got it going again. The connectors had kind of fallen apart, water got in and just corroded everything. So we have to get new connectors for that just to leave it tidy. But it'll get us out of this job. It went on us last job. Yeah, we've done our own yesterday and the day before. We've all our silage ground spread now, and we it went to me there. So yeah, we just have to get the bits of connectors and stuff and tidy it up right. So we're out now in the background. This is our freshly grazed paddock we're doing on the way back. You can see the cows just in the distance, but it's a terror just how like light green it is. I mean, that's a sign that there was quite a bit of grass on that when it was grazed. I'm just concerned Father Phil mightn't have used the camera as much as I might have liked, but I'll find out tonight. I'll find out tonight, and we'll make this video a video doing the job, not a video of the day kind of a thing. So just after blowing out, finished here, trying to get Father Phil, but he's on the phone. I can see him on the phone from here. I know you can't see him on the camera. Maybe I'll try and zoom in on him on when I'm editing, but he's on the phone to someone, which he normally is. But I'm hoping that he can see me, that I'm finished, that I'm stopped. Maybe I flash my beacons at him. Maybe that'll make him realise. Maybe he's already turned it off. I have no idea. I can't get him. The guy's using the phone. So we're just finishing off the last bit of the field. I've put in the call to be blew out. It is an absolutely lovely evening. Smashing, absolutely smashing. It's been incredibly strange weather this week nearly, between getting hail, snow, rain, warm spells, freezing. It's been one hell of a week, so it has, with weather. It's yeah, grass has stopped growing. It's a tricky one, all right. So it is, but it's a good evening. So it is. But anyways, look, we're gonna blow out the pipes, roll them up, and we're gonna be ready then for Monday to do the next bit for this man before we move on to the next man, and we'll be nearly finished. But anyways, look, we'll leave it at that for today. We'll pick it up again Monday. Can't beat the massy. So we'll roll up a pipe, and then we are going that way to the river. It has rained over the weekend, so hopefully it didn't rain a whole lot, and hopefully it hasn't left the place too wet. And also, in regards to what Father Phil has filmed, from what I can understand, because I forgot to bring the camera back with me, he just picked it up 3 times and showed the level of the store without saying anything. So yeah, I don't know is there much point giving him a camera to make a day in his life, because I don't know whether he would say anything in it. Maybe that's what you want to see, I don't know. But yeah, just kind of hoping he'd have done a little bit more. Well, anyways, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yes. It's wet.
Yeah, you can splash it off of that for a while.
I'm going to splash these first then. These are the wettest to it. I think I'll go straight on and do that one. So I'll lift the pipe and then I'll drag it back in. Hopefully I should be able to do that and back to this and throw across the pipe just above the green patch. Oh, no, no.
Yeah, over the 4 minute car.
Yeah.
Like,
so, we're just ready to spread out here in the wet bit. Just waiting for Father Phil to get the slurry in pumped up to me. But yeah, the camera, the Hero 9 is a great camera, but sometimes it doesn't like to turn on or start recording and you have to take out the battery to reset. Bit annoying. But anyway, just wanted to show you the ground. We're going to be splashing this ground now, but it's pretty soft like. But we should be able to travel it. The way I always put it, if you can walk it, I'll travel it. But if you walk it and lose your wellies, I won't be able to travel it. It's not too bad, but we're going to splash and spread the field in 2 halves. So about to the drinker and back into the other side, because the weight of the pull of the pipe can often on ground like this get you stuck. So that's why we do that. But and it'll be the same again with the L-shaped field the other side of the hedge, and then after that we should be fairly good. We should be able to go back dribbling. So yeah, you should just have slurry there now. Literally perfect timing. We're putting now about the 3,000 gallons to the acre, around that. So one be nice bit of throttle. Yeah, that's all there is to say about it really. So one of the things, kind of just forgot to say, the reason I'm splashing this ground is because the splash plate is, you could say, nearly throwing slurry 15 foot, 20 foot behind me, and for areas I might not be able to travel. Like, I'm actually traveling, it's not too bad now at the minute, but for areas I can't just travel, I can back into where I want to spread. It's going to spread 20 feet behind me. It has that bit of a wider spread than the dribble bar at the minute, so I can just get more wet ground cover that otherwise I wouldn't be able to travel. That's why we splash the wet ground more so than dribble it, because when you dribble it you have to drive across every bit of it. It's a bit soft there now. So just have this bit done. I just wanted to comment on, it's actually quite dry. It's actually drier than I normally see it. Normally you can kind of see a little bit of marking there, but not literally nothing really. Nothing to be concerned about, but normally I'd never get really in there or down on them rushes of a normal spread, but this time I did, and that's a good sign for going on out that way, because all that land can be quite wettish, but this was always the worst bit, and when this is dry, the rest of that's dry. The last paddock I did on the last day, I'll try and insert some of it there if I can, was grazed 10 days. 10 days when I got to it with the slurry. And there was nothing on it. It didn't grow half an inch, which is a sight. So it is an absolute sight. Just shows how little growth there is at the minute. Anyways.
in a row. Think I'm going insane. We don't wanna crash, I gotta get high fast. Need somewhere
bit of a heavy shower falling. Spreading away the finest stuff. But, yeah. Also, this field is a little bit wet. You'll see when I put the drone up later, if it does stop raining, a couple of little tracks left beyond at the other end, and a bit there. It's just about travelable. You wouldn't spread this with a tanker. That's one sure thing, anyways. So we have out there to do next, and then that's us finished. How's the filming going?
Didn't do any today. I was flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be talking with a mouthful.
Sleeping, yeah?
Yep. What else can I do?
No whole lot.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
So we are in the last spot now, doing it. I did start off dribbling, but I had to stop. It's wet, it's tricky, and the splash plate just means I get that little bit more done. As I explained earlier, the 20-foot throwing back at the splash plate just means that I can, as I'm going to do now, back into a bit of a wet spot, go as far as I can, kind of feel my tires go down and drive out again, and no fear getting stuck. The biggest thing with this machine when it leaves the worst tracks and muck on the fields is turning on the headlands. If I have to go backwards in a turn when I start to get into butter on a headland, I leave the mother and father of marks. One of the things as well with this tractor, the tires on it. Tires, they're Savage tires, wide tires, lovely tires. Going forward, pull a house down. Going backwards, dig bloody holes. That is the worst way. When you're laying off the front reeler, you're obviously driving backwards, laying off the front reeler, you'll drive into a wet spot that you could drive through no bother, but you'll back into it and she just starts to rip the ground. Whatever it is about these big tires, she's a helpless owl yoke going backwards. But plan is, we're going to finish this field up, roll up, head back to the yard, fill with diesel, and then head for moat, or head for moat tomorrow. I don't know which, one or the other. And that really, there's one more job after that on the books, and that concludes the slurry season. Been a bit of a funny slurry season. At the start, yeah, we got maybe 2-3 weeks every day getting stuff out, and then after that you get 3 days and then there'll be a heavy spill, and then you were off 2 days or 3 days, and then you were back spreading, and then there was a bit of spill, and it's just one of them years where the progress was just slow. It was just a slow all year at the slurry. We were hoping by now we'd have started into the tillage work, but the ground conditions, just going through a bit of a tight spot here, but yeah, ground conditions aren't just good enough for the tillage yet, so we're hoping we'll get these last few jobs tidied up, and then we'll be able to go start into the tillage work and get all our crops sown. Bit of a nightmare that way, but it was alright other than that. Can't complain too much. We've had a good season. We've had very little issues except for what went on us. The seal went, that switch went, we have to get a new cover for that. That's really it, I think. There was nothing else. No, there was nothing else. We had a pretty good season. But anyways, look, this is going to be the last slurry video till maybe sometime in the summer when we're doing some umbilical jobs in the summer, spreading silage ground, or in the back end. This is the last of the umbilical spreading videos till the time comes again. Please don't get stupid. To being soft. To being soft. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Please also don't forget, head in the comments down below and leave Father Phil some lovely bedtime stories, whatever you want to put in it. leave it there. My mother will read it to him and they'll have a great laugh out of it, and he'll probably watch this video and he'll give out to me afterward. But however, and going forward, every video, whatever video comes up, past ones, leave your stories in them, because they read every one of them. And every now and again some people like to leave a comment and then leave where they're from, and my mother goes, oh, but did you see the comment from so and so and so and so, from where? And oh yeah. My mother loves when she hears about people that from different countries. So if you want to leave that in the bedtime stories, you can as well. And there is a John Deere. But anyways, so yeah, leave your bedtime stories. Leave a little note as well, where are you from in the world? So my mother really does enjoy finding out where people are commenting from. Really does enjoy that. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for today's videos. That is it from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck.